Hey guys, so this video is actually going to be a kind of tutorial. As some of you may know, this time only a couple months ago, I was just another nobody really. I was somebody just watching everybody's videos, stalking everybody on Twitter, sitting in their bedroom, but I didn't know anybody and I wasn't doing any of this, so what I thought I'd do is put a little step-by-step guide together as to how anybody can be friends with their favourite internet stars. Step 1 is getting them to recognise your name. The first thing you need to do is really just to get them to know that you exist and for them to recognise your username. To do this, you really should only have one username for everything, and it can't either be one, too long for them to not bother reading it at all, or two, so bad that they're instantly put off your character forever the first time that they ever look at it. What you then need to do is really to just sit on YouTube around 23.5 hours a day, just refreshing that homepage, because it is vital that you do get first comment on every video they post. So, just persevere, keep refreshing, and get that comment in as soon as you see the video pop up. And of course you have to follow them on Twitter, but it is important that you @reply everything that they say within the first 12 seconds of them posting a tweet, because otherwise you're just going to be lost in the crowd. So you need to be right on the mark, just replying to absolutely everything they ever say. And at this point it is important to remember that you do have to be interesting. If you're boring, then they just won't care who you are. So, read their MySpace interests, watch their Tumblr posts, and, write down a list of what you think they're interested in, so you can at least pretend you have similar interests. So once you have found every single way that you can communicate with them, after weeks and weeks of incessant commenting, hopefully they should begin to recognise your username, and once they see that familiar little phrase just constantly nagging them, then you're ready to move on to stage 2. Stage 2, putting a face to the name. What we're trying to do now is basically just trying to get it a little bit more personal, so that every time they see your username, they know what they're looking at and they kind of know who you are. So essential websites for this are Daily Booth and MySpace and things similar to that. On Daily Booth, every single time they post a photo, you need to respond with a picture comment of yourself. Same with MySpace and embedding photos. The aim is to just get them to see your face everywhere, and then they'll know who you are, hopefully. It is important to mention at this stage that you do have to be good looking. If you're ugly or fat, then they just won't want to talk to you, so now is the time to consider a plastic surgeon or to make drastic lifestyle changes. And remember, the best way to lose weight is to just stop eating, so yeah, once you've achieved this, we're ready to move on. And hopefully by now, if you're interesting and pretty enough, then it's time to move on to stage 3. Stage 3. Getting personal. By this stage, it really is in their hands, so if they haven't replied to you yet and they're not already following you on Twitter, then it is because they find you repulsive, I'm afraid, and it's probably never gonna happen. So now is the time where, if you haven't been having much luck, you probably should go kill yourself. And if they have, well then congratulations. I mean, now is the time where you start trying to be an actual friend of theirs, so add them on their personal Facebook, try to get their MSN or Skype and get talking. And when you feel that the time is right, then slip them your phone number and you're in there. I mean, all that's left to do now is to organise a time to meet and your dreams have come true. A little word of advice, try not to tell them yet that you're actually planning on chopping them up or raping them, because it's probably only going to drive them away. So yeah, I know it's hard, but just try to keep it under wraps for at least a couple more days. And I mean, that's all there is to it. Just follow these easy steps, and before you know it, you'll be in the bedroom of the person you've been thinking about for years. Isn't that right, Phil? Yes. Your skin's gonna taste good. So yeah, guys, good luck, and I'll speak to you later.